Thank you for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Dinner Royalty. As I said, I really appreciate the fact that you clicked on my video. I ask that you watch the video in its entirety. I believe you'll find some beneficial information within it. So today I wanted to talk about how you can instantly raise your vibration. You can instantly raise your vibration through gratitude, through appreciation, by being thankful for the things that we have in the present moment. You see, a lot of us are busy just wanting more, wanting the new and latest of everything, trying to keep up with the Joneses, and constantly in that perpetual state of wanting never puts us in the present moment to realize all the beautiful things that we have at this very present time. For instance, we take it for granted, but right now you are literally breathing. You have breath. You are alive. That in itself is something to be grateful for. If you can just appreciate the fact that you are breathing and you're alive, that already is something positive for you to think of. Something that actually helps in making you feel better. See, when you constantly in a state of wanting, then that's all you are going to be. Constantly wanting and wanting and wanting. You're going to be in a life of wants. There's always going to be something new to want. But see, when you actually stop, think, and realize you have everything you need already. Everything. It's funny because here in America, we're the most, or one of the most richest countries on this planet. And we don't realize that even our citizens of this country who live in poverty, they would be rich. They are rich in comparison to other places in this world. We don't even realize that even though we may be poor, living in poverty, that a lot of us are living better than some kings and queens of old. Like, we have so much things. We have hot running water that comes into our home. We have a phone, a television, all these things to entertain us. We have sneakers, shoes, cars to drive. These are things, some of those things are things that kings and queens and people who were royal, they didn't even have the opportunity to have some of these things. See, when you constantly are living for once, then you're living in the future. You're thinking about what you don't have at the present moment. You're looking outside of yourself for fulfillment. When you stop and think and just look around and look at the things that you actually have. I mean, for the most part, as a country, we have food. We're not hungry. We have water. We're not thirsty. We have shelter. We're not out in the elements and nature. We have air to breathe. I mean, how much more do you need in order for you to realize you are blessed? You are blessed. If you stop and appreciate the things that you do have right now, then you make room for all the things that you desire, because you become present. You become present in the moment and you realize, I don't need to stress. I don't need to be anxious. I'm good. I'm good. If you're constantly wanting more, needing more, then you're always unsatisfied. And you're always in that state of being unsatisfied. And if you're constantly in a state of being unsatisfied and you continue this mentality, where do you think your future lies? Your future lies in being in a state of being not satisfied, of constantly wanting more. We need to stop for a second. We need to realize the things that we actually do have. Some of us have kids that love us. Some of us have other people around us that love us. If you don't, that's fine. Because you need to love yourself, really. But appreciate. My point is just appreciate. Just look. Look at the smallest thing that you have. And just stop. And say, you know what? I'm thankful. I'm grateful for this. I do have something. I actually don't really need anything. I'm okay. And I'm not saying that it's wrong to want things. Of course not. We all want things. It's part of life. But wanting things to the point where what you have doesn't matter, that's not a good life for you to live. See, once you become thankful and grateful for what you have, you're going to have an immediate shift in your mentality. You're going to have an immediate shift in your mood. Immediately. Practice it. Just try it. You got to think. There's always somebody out there with a better car. There's always somebody out there with a bigger house. There's always somebody out there with the latest gadget, a better one than you, that dress better, there's always something out there better. But what you have to understand is, hello, sorry. But what you have to understand is, somebody could look at you and be like, I want what they have. There's somebody that can look up to you. You have more than somebody else. You do, whether you believe it or not. So stop for a second. Stop looking at everybody else, comparing what you have to what everybody else have. That doesn't matter. Who cares? Material things cannot make you happy. It can give you a sense of happiness in the moment. It can give you a short burst of fulfillment. It's not real, because true happiness comes from within. And the way to truly be happy is to be grateful, to have appreciation for yourself, for the things that you have, and even the people that you may have around you that love you. Take time to stop and appreciate and be grateful for the things that you do have. And I promise you, if you do this every single day, you'll realize that you have more than you ever thought. And then you make room for other things to come in, for you to be appreciative of those things, which will in turn raise your vibration, make you feel more positive, make you be more optimistic. So just remember, always appreciate what you have. I hope this message reaches you in love and peace. I'm out. Dinner Royalty.